So welcome back to Today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. I am going to be doing a coffee scrub, and all the ingredients are going to be for a cheaper option. You guys can find all of these ingredients at the Dollar Tree, and you'd probably spend like $4 or $5. So I'm going to be taking 2 tablespoons of coffee, 2 tablespoons of sugar, 1 tablespoon of baking soda, and I am going to mix those dry ingredients together until they are unison. And the reason why I'm making a large amount is because I'm going to rub this all over my body later on. And I'm going to be using 1 tablespoon of honey, and I just winged the water measurement, but I'm thinking it's about 1 tablespoon as well. You don't want to put too much because you don't want to be too loose. So let's get started. So I already have my coffee scrub mixed up, and I let it sit so the consistency can be a little bit thick. You don't want to be too runny because then you don't want it to be running down your face. And if it does get runny, all you gotta do is like mix a little bit of coffee or a little bit of sugar and it should get thicker. So I am just gonna use this spoon, but if you have like a makeup brush, you can use your makeup brush and then just like rub it on your face as well. Or if you want to use your hands, you can do that, but it's a bit messy and I don't want to do that. So I'm just gonna use this spoon too, is just take it and rub it in my face. It smells really good. Maybe I am going to use my hands. Be mindful this is a bit messy, so if you want to grab a towel and like put it on your lap or put it on the floor, you know. A lot of people have asked me like, what do I do for my skin? And honestly, I drink a lot of water all the time. My intake of liquid is always water. Every now and again I will have like juice, but I try to stay away from soda as much as possible. And if I do have like soda, it's literally like a couple of sips here and there, not like a whole can or a whole cup of soda. Yeah. And this can work for you like your whole body. It's really good for scars and stretch marks. And also it's good for dark circles under your eyes and dark pores. Like I said, it is messy, so if you want to like get a towel or a shirt that you don't really use that often. I kind of want to do my lips too. Alright, I am going to let this sit for 5 to 10 minutes, and then I am going to rinse it all off and I will be back. Alright, so I do have like a big towel because the little towel, like you have to keep rinsing it, and then there's so much coffee ground. You see I have coffee grounds everywhere because I put it on my lips. You want to take the dry side of your towel and then just wipe off the excess coffee grounds, because they're gonna literally get everywhere. They're gonna get everywhere once you start rubbing the coffee and the sugar scrub in. If you do have sensitive skin, I wouldn't recommend leaving it no longer than 5 minutes because you will have like red spots. And as you can see, I just have redness because I was scrubbing the coffee into my skin as I was wiping it off with the warm water, and now I'm just wiping it off instead of scrubbing it in my face. And your face just feels so like you're so open and like clean. And if you don't have oily skin, you could put tea tree oil or you could put coconut oil into it. But since I have oily skin, I don't really want to add more oil to my skin. I just put some water in it instead, but you can mix it with oil and it'll make your skin super shiny and hydrated. And like I said, this is really good for face scars, scratches, like, and then do it like twice a week, and your face is gonna look phenomenal. I'm telling you, it's gonna look really good. So if you have oily skin, like, I wouldn't recommend putting anything on your face afterwards for a second. And then if you don't have oily skin, I would recommend like putting a little bit of oil, like coconut oil, on your face just to make sure that it stays hydrated. And as you can see, like my nose area is super shiny because my skin is oily. So I'm not gonna put anything on my skin after doing this scrub. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you guys try this DIY coffee scrub on your own. If you do, please comment below, or if you have some questions. Thanks again. Have a great rest of the day and see you soon.